Hi everyone, in this video I'm gonna guide you through the installation of Database Visualizer. So just click on Finder and go to your downloads, which is software for MacBook. From here click on this DbVis. It will install the database visualization. Double click on it and click on it and click open. So it will install the database visualizer into our MacBook. So from here click on next, click on next, click on next, click on next, and if you wish to have this icon created, then you can check these boxes, click on next. So it will try to install database visualizer or DbVisualizer. Okay, so this completes our database visualizer software installation. So click on finish and it will provide you it will run the database visualizer. So click on accept, click for run free, so it's a free version. Okay, so once you have this database visualizer connected or installed, the first step you have to do is connect to the MySQL server from this software. So in order to do that, just click on the plus sign here on this one, which suggests to create new database connection. Click on this, click on use wizard, just type in the name as SailPoint database, click on next. So from this database visualizer software, we are trying to connect to MySQL server. So the database driver should be checked as MySQL server. So select this option and click on next. So once we click next, we get a configuration page so as to connect to MySQL server. So the user ID is root, ROOT, and the password for it is SAILPOINT IIQ, SailPoint IIQ. Click on ping server. So if it gives a successful message, that means you are able to connect to MySQL server from database visualizer. Click on OK and click on finish. So once that is done, a SailPoint database connection is created, and if you click on this database drop down, you will see the default database tables that are present. Now the reason I'm creating this connection is I want to create some default identity IQ database table. So for this you have to run two SQL command from your downloaded installation folder. So just go into this JDBC database command, and we have to run the command number 1 and number 2. So these two commands will run your identity IQ default database tables. So let's go into DbVisualizer, click on open file here, file, click on open, and your files are in download sections. Click on MacBook installation and go into JDBC database, and from here the type of file can be made to all, and then select the first one, click on open. So these are the database SQL statements, which are around 10,000 statements long. So just try to hit this play button so that it will execute these command, and then it will create identity IQ table. So run this. So here you can see that the tables are being created when we just executed the create identity IQ tables SQL command. So it's gonna take a minute or so to have the tables created. Okay, so we got a success message and the execution is finished. If you just come here and if you click on this refresh button just above the globe symbol, just click on it, and now you can see that two database tables are created, identity IQ and identity IQ plugin. Similarly, click on file, click on open, and then run the second command, which is create queries tables.mysql. Open it, and in the similar manner just click on this play button, which will execute this SQL command. Click on it. So it is also a success and it's finished. Again, go into the left corner here and click on this refresh button. So now we can see that our identity IQ and identity IQ plugin database tables are created. If you click on this identity IQ schema and if you click on tables, these are the default tables that are created. So SPT stands for cell point, and anything after that are object types. So yesterday we described that anything we hear in cell point, those are objects. So application is an object, right? So whatever the information an application has, all of them will be persisted into this SPT application. Similarly, we discussed about identity being an object. So any information related to an identity will be stored into this SPT underscore identity table. And if you just click on the drop down and double click on the columns and click on open object, you will find that identity object will have all these fields, and these fields are nothing but the properties of identity object. So every object or table you have will signify the corresponding object. So in this way we can install the database visualization and then create a connection to MySQL server, and then we can execute the commands to create identity IQ tables, which are like this. So in this way we have successfully completed the installation of database visualizer. So in the next video I will describe you how to deploy identity IQ WAR files. So stay tuned. I'll meet you in next video. Thank you.